Question 3. DS. Compared to sales in 1995, Company X's sales in 1996 got increased by X%. And compared to sales in 1996, sales in 1997 got decreased by Y%. By what percent did Company X's sales increase or decrease in 1997 compared to 1995? Condition 1. The sales of Company X in 1995 were $1 million. Condition 2. X equals Y equals 10. Solution. Now we will solve this DS question using the variable approach. The first step of the variable approach. Modify the original condition and the question to suit the type of information given in the conditions. Cases where the answer is B after modification. We have to find the percent by which Company X's sales increased or decreased in 1997 when compared to sales in 1995. Compared to 1995, Company X's sales in 1996 increased by X%, and compared to 1996, sales in 1997 decreased by Y%. Let's modify the original condition. Now, the question talks of percent change, which is after minus before over before times 100%. And we can say that before is sales in 1995. Therefore, let's take the sales in 1995 as dollar amount S, and we are given relative sales in 1996 as X% more. That is, dollar amount S times 1 plus X over 100. The sales in 1997 decreased by Y% from sales in 1996. So sales in 1997 are equal to dollar amount S times 1 plus X over 100 times 1 minus Y over 100. So before will be dollar amount S, and after will be dollar amount S times 1 plus X over 100 times 1 minus Y over 100. The modification can seem daunting at first, but it gets easier with practice. The percent change is equal to dollar amount S times 1 plus X over 100 times 1 minus Y over 100 minus dollar amount S over dollar amount S times 100%. We can factor out a dollar amount S to get dollar amount S times 1 plus X over 100 times 1 minus Y over 100 minus 1 over dollar amount S times 100%, or 1 plus X over 100 times 1 minus Y over 100 minus 1 times 100%. We need to know the value of X and Y to get a unique value for the percentage change. By modifying the original condition, we see that condition 2 has the information regarding the value of X and Y that we need to solve the question. Percent change questions often appear in the exam, so it is important that you understand how to solve them. You can learn about this in more detail in lessons 024 and 027. Apply CMT 2, which says that we should get a unique value for the condition to be sufficient. Condition 2 tells us that X equals Y equals 10. Substituting this into 1 plus X over 100 times 1 minus Y over 100 minus 1 times 100%. We can get percent change is equal to 1 plus 10 over 100 times 1 minus 10 over 100 minus 1 times 100% is equal to 1.1 times 0.9 minus 1 times 100%, which equals 0.99 minus 1 times 100%, which equals negative 1%. The answer is unique, so the condition is sufficient by CMT 2, which means that the number of answers must be 1. Condition 1, however, tells us that the sales of Company X in 1995 were $1 million. Thus, S equals $1 million. But we do not know the value of X and Y. so we will not get a unique answer, and the condition is not sufficient by CMT2, which means that the number of answers must be 1. Condition 2 alone is sufficient. So, B is the correct answer. Answer B. In about 30% of the cases, just completing the first step of the variable approach will get you to the correct answer. Here, we modified the original condition and converted the statements in the equation to suit our requirements, as per the conditions given.